Hello friends, Mandar here. Welcome to the new video. Today I'm going to talk about the rural and northern immigration pilot program in Canada. So you must have seen my previous series about Canada immigration where I talk about 11 different ways to immigrate to Canada, and today I'm going to talk about the rural and northern immigration pilot program. So it's a community-driven program. It is designed to spread benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities in Canada. So typically what happens is when immigrants come to Canada, they tend to reside in bigger cities along the US border. So what Canada government has done is they have developed this new immigration program that will allow people to reside in rural and northern Canada. So it is designed to spread the benefits of economic immigration to smaller communities by creating path to residency. So let's see what are the communities that are participating in this program. So I'll just list them out. I'll also give this list in my description. So the communities are North Bay, Ontario, Sudbury, Ontario, Timmins, Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Brandon, Manitoba, Altona, Rhineland, Manitoba, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, Claresholm, Alberta, Vernon, BC, and West Kootenay in BC. These are the communities that are currently participating in this program. There are 4 steps in applying for a permanent residency under this pilot. All what I would suggest you to do is go to this link on the website cic.gc.ca, select rural and northern immigration, and then you will see the IRCC eligibility requirements for this program. So you can click on this link, you can answer some other questions and then determine whether you qualify for this program. There are some community specific requirements other than the immigration requirements, and we'll go into those in detail. Find an eligible job. That's the next step. So basically, once you understand what are the requirements, once you determine that you are eligible for this program, and once you select what rural community, one of those places that I mentioned, you are interested to reside in, then you can go to the next step in finding a job in that area. Once you have the job offer, then you can submit the application, and there are some certain steps. Each community will have its own requirements. Basically, Canada is a very big country, and the places that I have mentioned, they are spread out from east to west. So their requirements are going to be very different. So you want to go in a place where you know that you will be able to stay and there are going to be jobs available as per your skills. So what can you expect from a community? Since this is a community driven program, the community will have a lot of participation in your process. So they need to determine whether you are best fit for the community, and you also need to determine if the community is best fit for your job requirements. There should be a genuine employment offer, and you should have an intention to stay within that community. So that is a basic requirement. So you cannot be like just search for a job, get a PR and then move on. You should have a commitment to stay in that community and contribute to their local economy. Then what happens is the community makes a recommendation for those candidates selected to the IRCC for a final decision. So community will also help you to connect with the local settlement services agencies and mentor opportunities with established community members. Now, who can apply? You must meet all the IRCC eligibility requirements. You should have a qualified work experience and have graduated from a publicly funded university within Canada. You need to also meet the language requirements, French or English. You need to have educational requirements, and you should have enough money to prove that you can sustain by yourself and your family in this country when you come. Next, you also need to have an intention to stay within that community and meet specific requirements of that community. Work experience. You need to have 1 year of continuous work experience in the past 3 years. There are specific hours requirement, specifically 1560 hours in the last 3 years. International students are exempt from the work experience. If you are an international student with the following: you have a post-secondary program of minimum 2 years of full-time length, and you were in the community for last 16 months out of the last 24 months. Or you should have a master's degree and been in the community for 18 months in the last 24 months. So these are the specific requirements. Who is not eligible? If studying English or French is more than 50% of your curriculum in the program that you are enrolled, then you are not eligible. Distant learning, people who do online courses in Canadian university while residing outside of Canada are also not eligible. And if your country has scholarship rewarded to you that requires you to go back to your country to serve outside of Canada, then you are not eligible. So once you determine all the eligibility criteria and once you determine that you are eligible for this rural and northern program, then the next steps are find a job in the community selected. Your job must be full-time, non-seasonal, and meeting the minimum wage criteria as per NOC. NOC is National Occupation Classification List. You should have a community recommendation. And then once you meet all this, you can apply for your permanent residency online. You can pay the appropriate fees. There is also a 1-year optional work permit that you can apply for while you are waiting for your permanent residency to be approved by the government. So those are the steps that are involved in the rural and northern immigration program. So if you find yourself eligible for this program, I highly recommend you visit the website cic.gc.ca and find additional information. As I would also like to mention that I'm not an immigration lawyer, so whatever I say in this video is for information purpose only. I hope you like my video, hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.